Now we come to the next type of progressive wave, or simply called as wave, and that is longitudinal wave. So in the last YouTube video, the first YouTube video of this chapter wave, you learn in detail about what is wave, what are the types of wave, and along with that you learn about the transverse wave. Now the next type of wave that we can even observe is called longitudinal wave. Now this is the wave which propagate in a medium, okay, in which the medium particles oscillates. So look at this point is very important. The medium particle oscillates or vibrate along the direction of propagation of wave. So when a wave propagates in a medium in such a way, so that if the medium particle oscillates in a direction of the along the direction of propagation wave, and such type of wave which propagate is called longitudinal wave. What wave? Longitudinal wave. Okay, so this longitudinal wave also has an example, but in case of longitudinal wave, okay, they are the region where the particles are crowded together. So try to understand. There is a region of the space where the particles are crowded together, having more density, forming more density and high density. Such region is called compression. So in case of longitudinal wave, we define a term called compression, and similarly there is a term called rarefaction. So compression is simply a region, okay, where the particles are what? Crowded together, forming what density? High density. Crowded together forming high density or more density. But there is a region where the particles are simply separate away from each other, and this is a region where the particles are not gathered too much, okay, forming a region called rarefaction. And this rarefaction is simply a what? A region, okay, where now, as I said, rarefaction is the region where, okay, particles okay, are separated from each other, forming what? Less density, and such region is called rarefaction. So in case of longitudinal wave, what will form? Compression, rarefaction. This type of region will form when the wave propagate from a source in a given direction, okay, in a what? Given direction. Now there is example of longitudinal wave. So there are many examples, but let me just give you one good example so that you will understand more about longitudinal wave. So one of the example is when one end of the long spring. Now let me take a spring, and this spring is also tight, connected with a rigid support. So this is a rigid support, okay, and on this rigid support let me connect a spring. There is a spring connected horizontally on this rigid support, okay. So these are spring. Now I want to make this spring to have oscillatory motion, okay, by just pulling from one end. Okay, so once this spring acquire oscillating motion, then this spring also transfer energy in the form of wave, and the wave which propagated by this spring is considered as the longitudinal wave. So for this, when the one end of the long spring is tied to a hook of the wall, okay, and the other end is moved forward and backward. Forward and backward means pulling this side and leaving this side. So when I pull forward and backward this way, okay, then and every turn of the spring oscillates, okay, parallel to the length of the spring. Means spring oscillate parallel to the length of the spring, means the oscillation takes place in this manner, and due to that the wave simply propagate in the direction of the spring which get oscillated. Okay, due to that, the what type of wave will produces longitudinal wave. Due to this, what will type of wave will produces longitudinal wave? Because under this case, what happened from this initial position, when the spring get pulled, when you pull the spring in the forward direction, there will be a region where the spring get compressed. Okay, and there is a region where the spring get elongate. Again, the region there will be spring get compress, elongate, compress, elongate, like that and on. So this region where the spring get compressed, where the particles are crowded together, this region is called compression. And there is a region where the spring are simply get elongated, where the particles are linked together, and this region is called rarefaction. So in this way, compression, rarefaction occurs, okay, by the spring, which particle of the spring get oscillating in a direction propagation of wave. A wave propagate in this direction, and the particles also oscillate in this direction, and such type of wave is called longitudinal wave. That's why if we observe the whole spring simultaneously, then at any stand, at some point place, the turns of the spring are seen to be closer. That's why you see seen to be closer, and at some point other places the turns are seen to be far apart from each other. Okay, then the normal state of the spring. Normal state means this spring, normal state of the spring. Now, as I said already, the place where the turns are closer are seen to be the state of compression, and the places where the turns are far apart is seen to be the state of what? Rarefaction. So this type of compression and rarefaction are always formed in what wave? Longitudinal wave. So under this longitudinal wave also, we measure the distance of the center of two successive compression or the center of two successive rarefaction, and that distance is also called as the wavelength. Means this is the center of compression, this is also the center of compression. This distance, if you measure between the center of compression and compression, is simply called as wavelength. We call as what? Wavelength. Similarly, this is rarefaction, this is rarefaction. The center of rarefaction and one rarefaction and center of another rarefaction, consecutive rarefaction. If you measure the distance, this distance is also called what? Wavelength. So children, remember this. In case of longitudinal wave, we measure the wavelength of longitudinal wave as the distance of the center of compression to consecutive compression or to consecutive rarefaction. And such type of wave are called longitudinal wave. Now the question arises, in what type of medium this longitudinal wave are produces? Now usually you know that longitudinal wave can produces in all type of medium. Means it can produce in solid, it can produce in liquid, as well as it can produce in gas. Now this wave produce are in what? Longitudinal wave. Means longitudinal wave can produce in solid, where the solid are not that rigid. Longitudinal wave can produce inside the liquid, of all the liquid, and longitudinal wave can also produce in gases. So in all the medium, the longitudinal wave get produces. And children, one point you need to keep in mind when the longitudinal wave get propagate in a medium. The most important point is the density. Remember, the density and the pressure of the medium at the places of compression is always greater than in what state? Normal state of the medium. Because there is a particle in the medium where the particles are closer together or compressed, crowded together than the normal state. Similarly, the density and the pressure of at the places where the rarefaction occurs are always less than the normal state. Because in case of rarefaction, the particles are far apart from each other than the normal state. So due to that particles acquire less density and less pressure. So these are the points that you need to keep in mind under longitudinal wave. And as I said already, longitudinal wave can occur in all the mediums, solid, liquid and gases. Whereas transverse wave occur only in solid and inside on the surface of liquid, not in the gases. So this is the detailed explanation of longitudinal wave. Now in the next YouTube video, you will be learning wave motion and their characteristics.